Hello there, this is Pranav Ambekar and today we'll be learning Git and GitHub. If you're someone who don't know what is Git and GitHub and how to use it, then don't worry, I have got you covered. Now what is the objective of our today's tutorial? After watching this video, you guys would totally gain an understanding of what is Git and GitHub, why do we use it and how do we use it with the explanations of the commands. Let's get started. Our first part is GitHub. Now what is GitHub? GitHub is a web-based interface that offers a cloud-based Git repository hosting service. In short, GitHub is a code hosting platform for version control and collaboration. Now the question arises, why we use GitHub? We use GitHub because GitHub allows multiple developers to work on a single project at the same time. We need GitHub because developers need a cloud-based code hosting platform. It is useful for version control as it allows experiments and mistakes without messing up in final product. It reduces the risk of duplicative or conflicting work. It is a great collaboration platform enabling developers to share and co-edit codes and files with other developers. Now let me take you to the GitHub website. First, you have to create an account on GitHub and then log in. On the left hand side, you will see all your repositories. Now, before we move further, I'm going to explain you all the important features of GitHub. You can see here search bar. In here, you can look for profiles, different kind of projects available on GitHub or certain keywords. When you go on explore, it will show you the activities going on around in GitHub, like the trending repositories, the trending developers and all. Here you can see three icon, bell icon, plus icon and pixelated icon. When you click on bell icon, you can see all the notifications of your activities. When you click on plus icon, here you can see various options. Now let's create a new repository. Now what is repository? It is just a folder in which all files and their version histories are stored. Let's give it a name to our repository as GitHub Learning and the description as for learning GitHub. You can keep your repository either public or private. We will add a readme file and create a repository. Now it will redirect us to the page which contains all the information and files present in my repository. Voila, you have successfully created your first repository. Now another important thing here is code. You can see here SSH link. The full form of SSH is Secure Socket Shell. We can use the SSH link to download this entire project to our local repository. Now the another concept is here branch. Now what is branch? It is a workspace in which you can make changes that won't affect the live side. Now we will create a branch with the name system and create a branch. It will be an exact replica of the default branch. You can experiment on the branch, and if you like the changes, then you can merge this with the master branch. Let me take you to this file and let's edit this as git and GitHub tutorial by Pranav. We have to commit changes. Now what is commit changes? It is a saved record of a change made to a file within the repository. We will give it a name, first commit, and commit directly to the system branch and commit changes. Now we will go to pull request. Now what is pull request? It's the way to ask for changes made to a branch to be merged into another branch. Now we will go to new pull request, go to system. Now here you can see the additional content, Git and GitHub tutorial by Pranav, create pull request. You can leave a comment over here and create pull request. Now you can see here this branch has no conflicts with the base branch. Merging can be performed automatically. Click on merge pull request, confirm merge, and that's it. Now we can see here the additional content, Git and GitHub tutorial by Pranav. Now we have reached the end of the demonstration part of GitHub. I hope you guys now understood what is GitHub, why we use it and how we use it. Now let's start the second part. Now let us discuss about Git. What is Git? Git is a distributed version control system. Here distributed means that all developers within a team have a complete version of the product. A version control system is simply software that lets you effectively manage application versions. Now the question arises, why do we use Git? We use Git to keep track of all files in a project, record any changes to project files, it restore previous versions of file, it compare and analyze code, It merge code from different computers and different team members. Now let us take a look at various git commands. So our first command is git init. This command is used to start a new repository. Now let me open my terminal. I will create a directory over here with the name learning. Let's move into that directory. Now we will use the command git init initialized empty git repository. So it has successfully created a git repository. Our next command is git add. This command adds a file to the staging area. Now what is staging area? Staging area is files that are going to be a part of next commit. Let me go back to the terminal. Let me create a file over here. The name nike.py. Let's open this in the editor with the name nike.py. Let's print Phil Knight was the founder of Nike. And save it. Close. And now we will use the command git add. Either you can use period to add all the files to the staging area, or you can particularly type the name of the file. Let's take a look at our next command. Our next command is git commit. This command records or snapshots the file permanently in the version history. Let me go back to the terminal. Let us use the command git commit -m and the message first commit. We have successfully committed this. Our next command is git status. This command lists all the files that have to be committed. Now let us use this command git status. Nothing to commit, working tree clean. It means we have successfully added all the files to the staging area and we have committed it. Let's take a look at our next command. Our next command is git config. This command sets the author name and email address respectively to be used with your commits. Let me go back to the terminal and use this command git config --global user.name, your name, git config --global user.email and your email ID. Our next command is git branch. This command lists all the local branches in the current repository. Now let's use this command. Now we have just one branch, that is master. Now what if you wanted to create one branch? Then the command for that is git branch and the name of your branch which you wanted to keep. Let us keep Interstellar. Our next command is git checkout. This command is used to switch from one branch to another. Now let's switch to Interstellar. Switch to branch Interstellar. Let's open the file nike.py. You can open with any editor which you have. And let's add print his memo Shoedoc is a staggering book. And save it. Now let's add this to the staging area with the command git add period. Let's commit this file. One file change, two insertions and one deletion. Now let's take a look at our next command. Our next command is git merge. This command merges the specified branch history into the current branch. Let me take you back to the terminal. Let's first switch the branch with the command git checkout master. Switch to branch master. Now you can merge the interstellar branch with the master branch. And the command for that is git merge interstellar. One file changed, two insertions and one deletion. After merging, there is no point to keep the interstellar branch, and now you can delete that branch. And the command for it is git branch -d and the name of the branch, which is interstellar. Deleted branch interstellar. Our next command is git remote. This command is used to connect your local repository to the remote repository. And the command for it is git remote add origin and the SSH link. Let's go to the GitHub terminal and copy the SSH link and paste it here. Now we have successfully connected our local repository to the remote repository. Our next command is git clone. This command is used to obtain a repository from an existing URL. Now I will create a new directory. And now you know the command, that is mkdir. And let's keep the name of the directory as commands. Let's move into this and convert this directory into a repository. And now you know the command, and that is git init. Initialized empty git repository. We have successfully created a repository over here. And now let's use the command git clone and paste the SSH link. Now let's check the files. Git. Now let's move into it. And check the files now. We have readme and tutorial. And here also we have readme and tutorial. Now we have successfully cloned our remote repository to our local repository. Our next command is git pull. This command fetches and merges changes on the remote server to your working directory. Now let's go to GitHub. Let's make some changes in this file, tutorial, and edit this. Let's write, hope you are enjoying the process. And let's commit the changes. Now what if you wanted to pull this on your local repository? And let's use the command git pull origin master. One file changed, one insertion and one deletion. Now we have successfully pulled all the updated files. Let us check. We have readme and tutorial. Let's open tutorial. Now you can see the change has been reflected. Hope you are enjoying the process. Our next command is git push. This command sends the branch commits to your remote repository. Now let's make a file over here with the name cool.py. And let's open this in the editor. And let's print git commands are cool. Save it and close it. Now let's add this to the staging area. And I hope now you know the command, which is git add cool.py. And let's commit this -m. What if you have made changes on your local repository and now you wanted to push these changes to your remote repository? Then the command for it will be git push origin master. Let's go to GitHub. Now you can see we have successfully pushed the file cool.py. Our next command is git log. This command is used to list the version history for the current branch. Now you can see here the version history of this particular branch. With this, we have reached the end of the session. Now let us just quickly summarize what are the things which we learned in this tutorial. We have learnt what is GitHub, why do we use it, how do we use it. We have created and learned what is repository, branch, commit, pull request and merge pull request. Then later we have discussed what is Git, why do we use it, how do we use it. We have seen so many Git commands with the examples like for branching, pull request, commit, log, push and merging. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Pranav Ambekar signing off.